Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudire. Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityaṁ bhāgavata-sevayā. Bhagavati uttamashloke bhaktir bhavati naishtaki. Ārādhayo bhagavāna vrajeshatanayas tadhāma vrindavanam. Ramya kāchitupāsana vrajavadu vargena vā kalpita. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam pramānamamalam prema pumartho mahā. Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu matamidam tatradharana paraha. Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Hare Kṛṣṇa Hare Kṛṣṇa Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Kṛṣṇa. Dear devotees, thank you so much for joining, and I hope you're all doing okay in spite of this hurricanes and harsh winds and rains. Please take good care of yourself, your family, and near and dear ones, and stay safe. And we'll dedicate this reading as a prayer for everyone's safety and well-being. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukha bhag bhavid. Tat Sat. So we are reading Srimad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter number 9, entitled Mata Yashoda binds Lord Krishna. We have been discussing on determination and the Dvai Angula, 2 fingers too short. So last 2-3 days we have been focusing on that. The 2 fingers of hard work, determination, enthusiasm, never give up attitude in bhakti, right? Sometimes people, for material endeavors, they endeavor a lot. But bhakti, oh, I tried, it didn't work out, give up. So it should be, if not more important, at least equally important. We should give. Ideally, we should give more important to bhakti. And that's what Mata Yashoda, she tried really hard. She tried really, really hard. And when she really, really tried hard, Drishtva Parishramam Krishna Kripayasi Swabandhani. Seeing the hard work, seeing the parishrama, seeing the intense desire, seeing the bhakti, the love of Mata Yashoda, Krishna chooses to be bound. And that's the last verse we read, text number 18. So today we will move to text number 19. Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Evam sandarshita yagna harina bhritya vashyata Swavashena Krishnena Yasyedam Shashvaram Vashe. Evam sandarshita yagna harina bhritya vashyata Swavashena Krishnena Yasyedam Sheshwaram Vashe. Translation and purport by Abhicharana Bhakti Vedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai. Maybe I'll just read the translation so others can also read. O Maharaj Parikshit, the entire universe with its great exalted demigods like Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, and Lord Indra is under the control of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yet the Supreme Lord has one transcendental attribute. He comes under the control of his devotees. This was now exhibited by Krishna in this pastime. This is the translation. 10.9.19 Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. The pastime of Krishna is very difficult to understand, but devotees can understand it. It is therefore said, Darshyam stadvidam loka atmano bhakta vashyatam. 10.11.9 The Lord displays the transcendental attribute of coming under the control of his devotees. As stated in the Brahma Samhita 535, Ekopi asau rachitam jagadanda kotim yat shaktirasti jagata jagadanda chayayadanta andantarasta paramanu chayantarastam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhaja. Someone else can read the translation. What's to read today? Shilpa Mataji, you want to read?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Yes.
By his one planetary position of Paramatma, the Lord controls innumerable universes with all their demigods. Yet he agrees to be controlled by a devotee. In the Upanishads, it is said that the Supreme Personality of Godhead can run with more speed than the mind. But here we see that although Krishna wanted to avoid being arrested by his mother, he was finally defeated and Mother Yashoda captured him. Lakshmi Sahasrasata Sambrama Sevyamanam. Krishna is served by hundreds and thousands of goddesses of fortune. None other less he steals butter like one who is poverty stricken. Yamaraja, the controller of all living entities, fears the order of Krishna, yet Krishna is afraid of his mother's stick. These contradictions cannot be understood by one who is not a devotee, but a devotee can understand how powerful is unalloyed devotional service to Krishna. It is so powerful that Krishna can be controlled by an unalloyed devotee. The Bharyavasyata does not mean that he is under the control of the servant. Rather, he is under the control of the servant's pure love. In Bhagavad Gita 1.21, it is said that Krishna became the chariot driver of Arjuna. Arjuna ordered him, Senayor Ubhayor Madhye Radham Sthapayame Cheyuta. My dear Krishna, you have agreed to be my charioteer and to execute my orders. Place my chariot between the two armies of soldiers. Krishna immediately executed this order, and therefore one may argue that Krishna also is not independent. But this is one's ajnana, ignorance. Krishna is always fully independent. When he becomes subordinate to his devotees, this is a display of Ananda Chinmaya Rasa, the humor of transcendental qualities that increase his transcendental pleasure. Everyone worships Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and therefore he sometimes desires to be controlled by someone else. Such a controller can be no one else but a pure devotee. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So, to what I understood, I think two examples were given here. Arjuna ordering Krishna, and Mata Yashoda, Krishna's frightening nature towards Mata Yashoda's stick. So in both the cases, I think we read it too. Mata Yashoda is the only one that Krishna, Mata Yashoda is the purest of purest devotees, and he would be, he is Krishna takes the orders of Mata Yashoda on whatever she says. But another example is that Arjuna, we all know that Krishna, Arjuna is the best devotee, best example of a devotee. So, but bottom line, though Krishna has all the best appearances, he is not like under control of a servant or a devotee, but just to show that Chinmaya Rasa, he gets down a little bit. I think Prabhuji, you explained it in the past, the Govardhanagiri also. When rain is coming, everybody was like, let's go and help Krishna. And then looking at the people who are coming, cowherd boys who are coming and helping, he went a little bit down to help them out. So I just recalled about it, Prabhu. Please add, correct. Hare Kṛṣṇa.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mataji, for sharing this. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, without a doubt, without a second. Advaita. Advaitam achyutam anadim anantarupam. There's no second. Even Lord Shiva, Brahma, etc. are under his control, right? What to speak of ordinary jivas like us. Yet, that Supreme, the cause of all causes, the master of all masters, the controller of all controllers, comes under the control of whom? Of his devotees. Of his pure devotees. Swavashena, the word you've seen is Swavashena api Krishnena, who is within the control only by his own self. That means Krishna can only be controlled by his own self. Swavashena. Swa means self, Vash means to control. Bhritya Vashyata, this is a very important word here used. Harina Bhritya Vashyata. Hari, Lord Supreme, Lord Hari. This Bhritya means servant. Vashyata means the transcendental quality of becoming the servant or becoming under the control of a servant. In the material world, it's totally opposite. The higher one goes like a manager, then he has some control over the subordinates. Then senior manager, then the maybe director, maybe the VP, then the CEO. Now, will the CEO say, hey, you have done very good work. Now, today tells the driver, you sit behind, relax, be comfortable. I will polish your shoe. I will drive you around. Right? Any CEO does that? Never. But actually, Krishna is doing that. For his devotee, he becomes a driver, Arjuna, practically driver. He's a chariot driver, charioteer, Partha Sarathi. But whatever he does, he gets famous. In ISKCON, east of Kailash temple, there's a beautiful lady named Radha Partha Sarathi. There's as Mataji shared the examples of Govardhan Leela. He basically is lifting the Govardhan hill, which was huge, right? Again, to serve his devotees. He is ready to dance on the tunes of gopis, again to serve his devotees. He is ready to be mocked by, again, to serve his devotees. He becomes sometimes, a watchman. Mata Kunti Maharani says in her prayers, Canto 1, chapter 18 or 8, that Krishna, you became our watchman, right? You remember this pastime where Duryodhana had taken those 5 arrows from Bhishma Pitama. So Krishna was used to guard in the night. Just imagine, Krishna became the peace messenger. All these are very menial things. No one sends their their very important person, right, to become a peace messenger, is it not? So Krishna became those in the Rajasuya Yagya. He was washing the feet, again menial service. In so many occasions, one time he becomes so many roles he has taken, any role he can take to assist his devotee. This is the quality of Bhritya Vashyata. Vash mein aa jate hain. The one who cannot come in anyone's vasha, or one who cannot come in anyone's grip or control, chooses to come in the grip or the control of his Bhritya. Bhrityera Bhritya. The word Dasanandas is also very nice here. Because Krishna is the servant of his servants. This is spiritual life. When we say servant of the servant, actually coming from the Supreme Lord himself. He wants to become the servant of his servants. And he does so in so many pastimes. So what is that? Is he under the control of devotees' wealth? Someone is very wealthy and Krishna will choose. Krishna, Prabhupada is mentioning, Lakshmi Sahasra Satasam Brahmasevgyamana. Thousands of Lakshmis are waiting to serve him in queue. So he does not need the Lakshmi of a devotee. What does he need? Does he need the scholarship? Right? Krishna, when Garuda moves with his wings, the Vedas, the sound come out. Adisham Prabhu was sharing this. When he moves, the Vedic hymns are coming out. Vedaham samatitani vartamanani cha arjuna bhavishyani cha bhutani mam tu vedana kaschana. He is the source of all Vedas. So who can impress him by scholarship? He does not see scholarship. Does he see beauty? Kantarpa koti kamaniya vishesha shobham. Right? Thousands of Kantarpas cannot compare. Even the sideline glance, the Kantarpa, the Cupid becomes stupid or is burnt. So even the beauty cannot. So what like scholarship, beauty, wealth, name, fame, big house, car, what can win Krishna? Prabhupada is writing here. Pure, loving, devotional service. The love of the devotee. It's not the externals. By a pure, such a controller can no one else but a pure devotee. That's a love of the powerful, unalloyed devotional service. It is so powerful, it can be controlled, that Krishna can be controlled by an unalloyed devotee. Unalloyed devotee means pure bhakti. Pure bhakti means pure love. Mata Yashoda is controlling Krishna. Arjuna controlled Krishna. Not because that they want to control Krishna, but Krishna likes to be controlled. He likes it. He likes to get the scolding of Mata Yashoda. He likes to be, have fights with his friends. And it comes in the material world also. We can link it. There's one of my mothers, one senior Mataji, who have a lot of respect and love for. And she's the only one, practically, she says, Gada, Gada. And I like it so much. And she genuinely says that, and she knows my real truth, who I am. And others may sometimes give respect, oh, Prabhuji, you are this, you are that. But to be honest, I like her scolding more because it's coming from Krishna, all these qualities. And I'm sure we all can also relate to it. People who give us a lot of respect and all, right? We don't, I mean, a genuine person does not really look for that.
Yeah.
A genuine person looks for, that in the scriptures it's mentioned that Krishna likes the gali, the slang of the gopis compared to the Brahma Stuti and the Veda Stuti of the demigods. So ultimately, as we discussed earlier also, those who considered Krishna lower in the sense that you are not a big person. I have to take care of you. That's Mata's love, right? Mata does not think the child is independent. The child can. Mata always thinks that I have to take care. I have to do lalan palan. If I don't do that, who will take care of my child? It's that Krishna loves. That's basically pure love. And that is what basically binds Krishna. That is what captures Krishna. That is what the word Bhrityavashyata, we can meditate upon this. Bhrityavashyata. He becomes the servant of his devotee. Servant of his servant, in short. Dasera Das. Any more thoughts, comments anyone has in this connection? Anything struck you, anything you like or want to add or correct? Okay, let's read one more verse. It is text number 20. So maybe two devotees can read that. Someone can read the first paragraph after the verse. Then I actually opened a nice article. Maybe I'll read it and share the essence tomorrow. Lord Krishna, the servant of his devotees. I wanted to read this, but should we read this or should we read the next verse? What do you say?
Next
We
verse,
made it
because
through.
this will have a lot of spelling mistakes.
Achha. Okay,
Yeah.
I will read that maybe at my end tomorrow and then share with all of you later. Is that okay? Okay, then let's read text number 20. Nandini Mataji, you want to read the first, the verse in the first paragraph, and then someone
Sure.
can read the next.
Thank you so much. Sorry, Prabhu, I was one of the persons fixing few transcripts, so I really know there could be many things. Name, Dandat Pranam devotee, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Nemam viricho na bhavo na shrirapya sangshraya prasadam lebhire gopi yattat prapa vimuktidat. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Neither Lord Brahma nor Lord Shiva, nor even the goddess of fortune, who is always the better half of the Supreme Lord, can obtain from the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, the deliverer from this material world, such mercy as received by Mother Yashoda. This is comparative study between Mother Yashoda and other devotees of the Lord. As stated in Caitanya-caritāmṛta, Ekala Ishvara Krishna Arasava Bhratya. The only Supreme Master is Krishna, and all others are his servants. Krishna has the transcendental quality of Bhritya Vatsala. Vashyata, becoming subordinate to his Bhritya or servant. Now, although everyone is Bhritya, and although Krishna has the quality of becoming subordinate to his Bhritya, the position of Mother Yashoda is the greatest. Lord Brahma is Bhritya, a servant of Krishna, and he is Adikavi, the original creator of this universe. Tene Brahmarudaya Adikavaye. Nonetheless, even he could not obtain such mercy as Mother Yashoda. As for Lord Shiva, he is the topmost Vaishnava, Vaishnava Nam Yathashambho. What to speak of Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva? The goddess of fortune Lakshmi is the Lord's constant companion in service. Since she always associates with his body, but even she could not get such mercy. Therefore, Maharaj Parikshit was surprised, thinking, what did Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj do in their previous lives by which they got such a great opportunity? The opportunity to be the affectionate father and mother of Krishna. Hare Krishna. That's it, right, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji. Maybe one more devotee can read the rest of the purport, and then you can share some comments afterwards. Nikant Prabhu, you want to read?
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, the word
Yeah,
from
here
the
in this verse.
okay, thank you, Prabhuji. In this verse, there are three negative pronouncements. Na, na, na. When anything is uttered three times, do it, do it, do it. One should understand that this is meant to indicate great stress on a fact. In this verse, we find na lebdher, na lebher, na lebher. Yet Mother Yashoda is in supermost exalted position, and thus Krishna has become completely subordinate to her. The word vimuktidat is also significant. There are different types of liberation, such as sayuja, salokya, sarupya, saristi, and samapya. But vimukti means special mukti. When after liberation, one is situated on the platform of prema bhakti, one is said to have achieved mukti, special mukti. Therefore, the word na is mentioned. That exalted platform of prema is described by Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu as premamṛta mahan. And Mother Yashoda naturally acts in such exalted position in loving affairs. She therefore a Nitya Siddha devotee, an expansion of Krishna's Haladini potency. His potency to enjoy transcendental bliss through expansions who are special devotees. Atmananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavita Dihi. Such devotees are not sadhana siddha. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Nikant Prabhu for reading, and then Mataji. You want to share, Mataji, any comments, thoughts you have?
So, we cannot fathom Mother Yashoda's position, or even for a moment she gets to spend, have leelas with baby Krishna. Of course, Damodar Leela is the crush jewel of those leelas. So when we try to understand Damodar Leela, and if we compare them with the demigod like Lakshmi, goddess of Lakshmi, who is always residing on the chest of the Lord, serving him, Pada Sevanam, but she's always close to the chest of Lord Vishnu. We can see that the rasa is so much higher. The way Krishna enjoys when he is with in Vrindavan Leela is so much higher, and that the comparison is what I read about Lord Shiva, or Lord Brahma. They cannot even come any closer, and they cannot even imagine that. That's what I would like to say, Prabhu. Thank you.
So much, Mataji. Let's discuss this verse here again. I'll share my screen. Na. Nenam na imam virincha. Na imam. Imam means this position. This position means this exalted position of Mata Yashoda. Virincha. Virincha means Brahma. Na bhava. Who is bhava here? Can anyone link?
Lord Shiva.
Lord Shiva. His wife is called Bhavani. Like Jai Bhavani. Yes. Bhava. Na Shri. Shri here is
Lakshmi.
Lakshmi. Api Ang Sam Shraya. Who is the better half? Anga means body part. So she is like the better half. Anga Sam Shreya. Or the wife of Lord Vishnu. Prasadam lebhire gopi. The prasad or the mercy lebhire obtained. Who obtained? That special gopi. Who was that? Mata Yashoda. Yat tat prapa vimuktidat. Vimuktidat is Krishna who gives deliverance. So in short, na virincha, na bhava, na shri, na lebhire, na lebhire, na lebhire. Even Brahma could not get, Shiva could not get, and Lakshmi could not get. 3 times. Na. Can anyone tell any other words? There are 3 times some emphasis is given, 3 times.
Hare Nama.
Hare Nam, Hare Nam.
Nama eva kevalam kalau nasti eva anasti nagatiranyatha.
Very nice. So in this verse, this beautiful combination of 3 is there. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama. Eva kevalam. Kaleva, nasteva, nasteva, nasteva. So see the beauty here. The positive thing is emphasized 3 times. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama. 3 times emphasis. The teacher says, hey, please study this, for example. This is important for exam. Don't miss in the exam, right? Something is very important. The teacher may say in the positive connotation and the negative also. Like do this. For example, can anyone tell where that we must do sadhu sangha and we must not do bad sangha? Somewhere it comes that we must associate with devotees. At the same time, there are multiple such verses. And no, don't associate with non-devotees. You see the difference? I mean, it may seem that this is the same thing, but why is it being said twice then? Smartavya satatam Vishnu, vismartavya na jatuchit. Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. Sadhu Sangha. So this is Utsaha Nishchay Dhairya Tat Karma Pravartana. Sangha Tyaga Satovrit. To give up the bad association. Jana Sangas Chalolyam Cha. Jana Sangas leads to destruction. Bad association. So again, in the Nectar of Instruction text number 2 and 3 are shared this. So when the scripture, who is our teacher, Shastra, repeat this point, it's basically to give more and more emphasis on that point, right? So what's the point here? Point is to show the special position of Mata Yashoda. The mercy with what she obtained cannot be compared to anyone like Brahma, Shiva, etc. Lakshmi. A beautiful verse coming to my mind in this connection is, which we have studied this in the prayers of Lord Brahma. We're going to study that again very soon in chapter 14. But let's read this verse again. Anyone? I think Bhaswati Mataji wanted to read, and maybe you can read this beautiful verse, which...
Aho bhagyam Nanda Gopa Brajaukasham Yan Mitram Paramanandam Purnam Brahma Sanatanam. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. How greatly fortunate are Nanda Maharaja, the cowherd men, and all the other inhabitants of Brajabhumi. There is no limit to their good fortune because of absolute truth, the source of transcendental bliss. The eternal Supreme Brahman has become their friend.
Very well. Thank you so much. Isn't that beautiful verse?
Yeah.
Aho bhagyam. Again, repetition here, you see? Same word, aho bhagya. Aho itself means like great. But the word great itself is repeated twice. So beautiful. It's not just bhagya, good luck or fortune. Aho bhagyam, aho bhagyam. Nanda Gopa, kiska bhagya? Nanda Maharaj, Gopa, and Vrajaukasam. All the Vrajavasis, which includes Yashoda, Rohini, Gopis, friends, Yan Mitra, jinke Mitra ban gaye Bhagwan, Paramanandam, whose friend, the source of the transcendental bliss, Param Ananda, the eternal, Purna, complete, Brahma, absolute truth, Sanatanam. So this the Purna Brahma Sanatana became, is kind of like Sat Chit Ananda, right? Sat Chit Ananda, who's full of knowledge, complete, absolute truth, and the source of all pleasure, Ananda, Paramananda, became the friend. That Supreme Lord Krishna became the friend of the Gopas, the Vrajaukasas, Vrajavasis. What is the unimaginable good fortune? We cannot imagine their good fortune. And this is a very similar verse. Prasadam lebhire gopi. What prasad? What prasad here is not the eating prasad. Here prasad is the mercy prasad. And prasad actually, that's a real technical meaning, whether it's even the grains, that also means mercy. Prasad means mercy. So here, what special mercy she received? That mercy, even Brahma, Shiva, and Śrī could not receive. So therefore, the position, the transcendental spiritual position of the Vrajavasis is at a much higher pedestal compared to others. And two other words are also used here. There are 5 types of mukti also mentioned. Samipya, Salokya, Sayujya, Sarshti, etc., which we have discussed. But vimukti means special mukti. Very nice. Vimukti means special mukti. Like vairagya does not mean to get free from material things. That's a very low meaning. But real vairagya means to develop special raga. Vishesh raga is vairagya. And that is basically attachment to Krishna. And we were just reading Bhagavad Gita. That is the formula to control the mind, to develop attachment to Krishna by hearing about Krishna and by taking Krishna Prasad. Prabhupada mentions if we do these two things, hear about Krishna, that is like the medicine, and take Krishna Prasad, that is like the the right diet. The medicine should be coupled with right diet or appropriate food. If we have an infection, we need to take medicine. In chapter 6, text 35, purport Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada mentions this. The infection is uncontrolled mind. The medicine is Krishna Katha. And to overcome this infection, we also need the right diet. And that right diet is Krishna Prasad. That will lead to vairagya. Abhyasena vairagya. This is real vairagya. Means special attachment to Krishna. Does not mean just give up home, give up family, become a Babaji, wear saffron clothes, go to Chodo Ghar Bar, Chalo Haridwar. This is not vairagya. And in Haridwar, they're smoking bidi, smoking, cigarette, chai, coffee. What is vairagya? This is real vairagya means to develop attachment to Krishna. This is vimukti. Vimukti means special mukti. Special mukti means special attachment to Krishna. And one who has that person is already liberated. Iha yasya haridasya karmana manasagira nikhilashvapi avastastu jivan mukta sauchyate. Even living in this world, that person is liberated, although in this material body. And the two more words are used here. Mata Yashoda was not sadhana siddha. She was nitya siddha devotee. Anyone would like to elaborate these two words? Yes, and Mataji, you want to share a little bit about these two words for everyone's purification?
No, Prabhu, I just wanted to ask you, can you please repeat the question? Sadhana Siddha and?
Nitya siddha. Prabhupada mentioned in the last line that she is therefore a nitya siddha. She is not a sadhana siddha. Such devotees are not sadhana siddha.
So Nitya Siddha is like Prabhupada, a pure devotee who comes from spiritual world. And he's always absorbed in, even though you may see him here, you may see him even struggling for some time, but materially, like Prabhupada didn't have, he came on the ship and stuff, but he's always thinking of Krishna in his mind. So that's a Nitya Siddha. And Sadhana Siddha, are we trying to do sadhana? And what more can I add?
Thank you so much. Very nice. Eternally liberated souls. Nitya means eternal. Siddha means liberated. Perfect. Eternally perfect. Eternally liberated. Like when a great person goes, like a president, his entourage accompanies with him, correct? Similarly, when Krishna comes, his eternal associates, Nitya Siddhas, they also come with him. His friends, mother, father, etc., etc. They don't come like the conditioned souls who are moving in the cycle of Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, taking different births. Now, there is Nitya Siddha, right? And then Sadhana Siddha. Sadhana Siddha are those who are, sadhana means by the process of bhakti, Krishna consciousness, doing the sadhana, they have become perfect. Siddha means pure or liberated. So they're also pure souls, liberated souls. but they have gone through the process, right, of sadhana. So now the question may come, who are we? Are we Nitya Siddhas, or we are sadhana Siddhas? Who will answer that? Does the question make sense?
Yeah, we are not Nitya Siddha, but we are approaching or trying to be a sadhana siddhya, but we are not, right? Like for like person like me, we are trying to be.
Right. Anyone else? Who are we? Are we sadhana siddha or nitya siddha?
Sadhana Siddha is what I think.
Sadhana siddha.
I'm not even Siddha, but doing sadhana. So
We
Okay,
are
anyone else?
sadhakas. Sadhakas.
Sadhakas, okay. Anyone else? Everyone should. Koi to theek hoga. Everyone try. Kahin to fit baithega. I was hearing a class by Hare Prabhu, and he asked this googly question. It's a googly question. The answer is we are Nitya Baddhas. Nitya, eternally conditioned. So, Baddha means Baddhaji, conditioned. Now, amongst those, some fortunate souls like all of you take to the process of sadhana. And as Bhaswati Mataji rightly said, we are not siddhas, at least I'm talking about myself. Maybe you are, and you're just acting like Baddha or to maybe uplift others. But the point is, we are not siddhas. That means we're not completely pure or liberated, but we are trying to. Yes, we have our anarthas, as we just mentioned, about the infection of uncontrolled mind, etc. No love for Krishna. But we are trying to, through the process of Harikatha, Vaishnava Sangha, Bhagavad Gita, etc. So we are trying to become Siddha through the process of sadhana bhakti. And then there is hope. Yes, we may be Nitya Baddha, but there is hope. There is hope for everyone. Tara Sakshi Jagai Madai. The Jagai Madai are Sakshi. So, any thoughts, comments? We have a few minutes. We can take some thoughts, comments, reflections, questions, if anyone has, in these 2-3 verses we read. Anyone wants to share anything? Any reflection, any correction, anything struck you?
Gee, I was thinking in the past the same question, like what did Nanda Maharaja and Yashoda Mataji, I mean, we take in most of the purports and most of the, it all revolves around Yashoda Mata, right? And she's the greatest Mata. So I was always thinking, what did she, how many vratas did she do? How many punya, karyas did she do to get that position of a mother? Even Vasudev Maharaj and my Kali-yuga brain, mother Devaki Mata.
Ani Prabhu knows all the answers. He listened attentively. He's very attentive.
Devaki Mata, they have gone through all the phases, right? And then they, out of their interest, they asked for Prabhu Krishna to appear in the womb as a child, but and in Goloka, I was thinking, is there is never anywhere specified, at least I did not come across, or I did not attend classes to know about. It's nowhere mentioned that Mata Yashoda did this much and got to have Krishna as his son or so. Now I think this purport explains clearly that they are transcendental in the spiritual, not like Mata Devaki, who has gone through and then had Krishna. So yeah, that clears Prabhu. Thank you. Just wanted to share.
Thank you, Mataji. But that does not, the insight is not that Devaki is sadhana siddha. That's not the insight from this. Yes, they're all, and sadhana siddhas can also become nitya siddhas, but that does not mean that they will take the position of Yashoda. So it's not a competition. Oh, I want to take the position of Mata Yashoda or Gopa or this or that. That, as we read in the previous purports, that Krishna will reveal based on the sincerity of the devotee. So all we have to do is keep doing our part sincerely, and then rest he will take care. But yeah, very thoughtful comment. Thank you, Mataji. Anyone else in the last 1 or 2 minutes? Anyone wants to add, tell, ask, comment, tika, tipni? Okay, then Maunam Samiti Lakshanam. So we'll take silence as the sign of ending the class. And please take care of your health and your well-being, and stay safe. And let's pray for everyone and do our part to help ourselves, our family, and the extended family as well. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Purana ki jai, Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Gaur Bhaktavinda ki jai. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya vacha patitanam bhavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Om Tat Sat. Thank you so much. Hare Kṛṣṇa.
Hare Kṛṣṇa.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.